Financial Analysis Part 1. Financial analysis is the fourth function or the fourth activity of financial management. We have discussed arranging finances, investing finances, and then working capital management. And then the fourth activity, which is in the scope of financial management, is financial analysis. Financial analysis is simply looking at the finances or the receivables and the payables, the revenues and the expenses and the costs and the investments from different angles, and then comparing and contrasting them, and then deciding about the performance of the organization. This may be the performance in terms of the operations, or this may be the performance in terms of the investments that the company has made. So obviously we want to know whether we did good or not. So that is why we need to conduct financial analysis. Somebody would say कि हमने profit calculate किया, हमें नज़र आ रहा है कि हमारा profit आया है तो हमारी performance अच्छी रही होगी. Yes, that is correct. But if we want to go into the depth of this analysis, अगर हम और तफसील से इसको देखना चाहते हैं, then we need to have a more detailed financial analysis, and we have to look at each and every component of our financial statements to see whether our performance was up to the mark or not. Financial analysis is not merely related to the analysis of our performance, that is, the operating performance, but it is also related to some other things. For example, if a particular company, corporations, wants to purchase another business, another company, then financial analysis would lead you to the right decision whether it should be purchased or not, or what is the most suitable price to offer to that company for getting into deal of acquisition of an organization. Similarly, हम बात करते हैं mergers की, where businesses and corporations actually merge with each other in order to be cost effective and to capture the market, and to be technologically advanced and all that, ultimately to be more profitable. But once you're getting into mergers, financial analysis would help you to decide whether a particular merger will be beneficial for you or not, or at what cost or at what price you get into that deal. So this means that financial analysis is not required just at the end of the year to see whether a business did good or not. Yes, this is one component, but its uses are many others. When do we do it? It is, as I mentioned, a matter of requirement. It may be done at the end of every month. It may be done at the end of every year. When we have to meet certain requirements of some of the organizations who have given finances to us, then we have to see whether we are meeting those requirements or not, and that is done through financial analysis. For example, a bank states that our current ratio should never go below 1.5. So it is financial analysis which will tell us that in which months we were equal to or above 1.5 current ratio, and which months we were actually below that. So when we were up to the mark and we were not. So this is what we will be able to know when we are performing financial analysis. In financial analysis, at times we do analysis in absolute terms. Absolute का मतलब ये है कि हम sales को compare कर रहे हैं, amount of sales को, amount of profit को किसी और के साथ. और relative वो है जिसके अंदर हम दो चीज़ों का आपस में comparison करते हैं. Let's suppose profit is 1 million. This is absolute amount. And profit with reference to sales is actually 10%. So it is relative. फाइनेंशियल एनालिसिस कंपैरेटिव भी होता है, जिसके अंदर हम मुख्तलिफ महीनों और सालों के आपस में कंपैरिजन करते हैं, या हम इस तरह भी एनालिसिस करते हैं कि हम देखते हैं कि हमारी सेल्स और हमारे मुख्तलिफ कंपोनेंट्स जो हैं उस सेल्स के मुकाबले में कम हुए हैं या ज़्यादा हुए हैं. सिमिलरली हम इंडेक्स एनालिसिस भी करते हैं और इसी तरह के और एनालिसिस भी फाइनेंशियल एनालिसिस में इस्तेमाल होते हैं, जिसमें हम बड़ी बड़ी अमाउंट्स, बड़ी बड़ी वैल्यूज़ को एक इंडेक्स बेस पे कन्वर्ट करके और फिर उस इंडेक्स वैल्यू को, जो कि रिलेटिवली सिंपल है यूज़ करने के लिए, अंडरस्टैंड करने के लिए, उसकी बेसिस पर हम अपनी स्टेटमेंट्स बनाते हैं और कंपैरिजंस करते हैं। सिमिलरली हम कॉस्ट वॉल्यूम प्रॉफिट एनालिसिस करते हैं, जिसके अंदर हम ये देखते हैं कि इकोनॉमीज ऑफ स्केल कहाँ पर हमारे सामने होंगी, कहाँ पर हमारी कॉस्ट मिनिमम होगी, वो कौन से वॉल्यूम्स हैं प्रोडक्शन के जहाँ पर हम सबसे ज़्यादा बेनिफिशियल होंगे इन टर्म्स ऑफ आर रिडक्शन इन कॉस्ट एंड एनहांसमेंट ऑफ प्रॉफिट्स. So this is another part of our financial analysis that we perform. Another very interesting and important part of the financial analysis is related to risk. We need to see that whenever we are investing, how much is the level of risk and what is the expected return on that level of risk. Whenever business organizations gets into a riskier investment, the expectation of returns are always higher. So financial analysis would help you make these decisions, that if you are getting into a riskier investment, then how much return you would expect to get from that. And this is something that we would know by performing a good financial analysis.